It's 11 at night. Your eyes are closed and your brain suddenly shouts, "Did I send that supplier email?" That's not a memory problem. That's a system problem. David Allen wrote a book called Getting Things Done. One idea sits underneath the whole thing. Your mind is for having ideas, not for holding them. Every open task you keep in your head is a tab left running. 10 open tabs and the machine slows down. Here's the promise. By the end of these 6 minutes you'll have a 5-step loop that gets everything out of your head and into a place you actually trust. Step 1. Capture. Write down absolutely everything that has your attention in one place. Not just work. The broken tap at home. The renewal on your passport. The message you owe your cousin. Allen calls the place you put these an inbox, and it can be a cheap notebook or one note on your phone. The rule that makes it work is boring but strict: 1 inbox, not 7. If your tasks live across sticky notes, 3 chat apps and your own memory, your brain still has to guard all of them. Give it one place to look. That's the relief. Here's what surprised me the first time I tried it. I did a full brain dump before a month-end close and got 51 items on paper. 51. 11 of them were things I'd been carrying for weeks silently. Nothing got done in that hour. But the noise dropped immediately because my head finally stopped rehearsing the list. Step 2. Clarify. A captured list is still just noise until you ask one question of each line: what is the actual next physical action? Not the project. The action. Look at an item like, sort out the audit file. That's not a task, that's a fog. You can't do fog. The next action is, email the auditor asking which sample invoices they want. Notice the difference. One you can picture yourself doing. The other you'll keep skipping, and you'll blame yourself for being lazy when the real problem was the wording. Allen adds one brilliant filter here. The 2-minute rule. If the next action takes under 2 minutes, do it now, don't file it. Filing it costs more time than doing it. Watch what happens to a captured list of 30 items. Usually 8 or 9 vanish in the first 10 minutes. Your list gets shorter before you've even started working. Step 3. Organize. Once each item has a next action, it goes to exactly one of 5 homes. Actions you'll do soon go on a next actions list. Anything needing more than one step becomes a project with its own list. Things waiting on somebody else go on a waiting for list. Date-specific items go on the calendar, and here's the discipline: only put something on the calendar if it genuinely must happen that day. Everything else is a someday list. That's it. 5 buckets. No item lives in 2. The waiting for list is the underrated one. I keep one at work, and every line has a name and the date I asked. When a payment sits unconfirmed for 9 days across a stack of bank accounts, that list is the only reason I catch it before the auditors do. Nothing quietly disappears. That's the whole value. Step 4. Reflect. This is where most people's system dies, so pay attention. Allen calls it the weekly review. Once a week, same slot, you empty every inbox, look at every project, and confirm each one still has a live next action. Mine is Thursday evening, about 40 minutes. Why does it matter so much? Because trust is the fuel of the whole system. Your brain only lets go of a task if it believes something else is holding it. Skip the review for 3 weeks and your brain quietly starts remembering everything again. One small trick makes the review stick. Put it in your calendar as a real appointment, with a name, not a vague intention. Treat it like a meeting with your future self. And do it before the week starts screaming at you. Friday afternoon or Sunday evening both work. The day matters far less than the fact that it never moves. Step 5. Engage. Now you actually work, and you choose using 4 filters. Where are you? What tools do you have? How much time and energy do you have left? Waiting 20 minutes for a meeting to start, with a phone in your hand? That's not dead time. That's your 5-minute call list. 9 in the morning with a clear head is when the hard reconciliation goes. 4 in the afternoon, tired, is when you file and update. Match the task to the energy. That's the skill. And notice what's happened across all 5 steps. Every single one exists to do the same thing: move the load off your memory and onto something outside it. Capture it, define it, file it, review it, then just work the list. Your head goes back to its real job, which is thinking, not storing. So, quickly. Capture everything into one inbox. Clarify each item into a real next action, and if it takes under 2 minutes, just do it. Organize into 5 lists with no duplicates. Review weekly so your brain keeps trusting the system. Engage using context, time, and energy. If you remember only one line tonight, make it this one. Your mind is for having ideas, not for holding them. Tonight, before you sleep, take 1 page and dump everything on it. That's your one action. If your work feels heavy right now, it may not be the workload. It may just be that you are carrying it in the wrong place. Put it on paper. Sleep better tonight. Next up, how I structure a month-end close checklist that actually holds.